Welcome back to the Blind Podcast.
Period. But we got some tea to spill. We were squabbling earlier this week. We were beefing earlier this week with people on TikTok.
No name dropping, but TikTok. TikTok is the problem.
Yeah. I think it's people. I don't know if TikTok is the problem. I think social media is like more of the enabler. Like it allows people to do stupid shit. But I think it's more of the people, like absolute fucking losers that have to feel like they're ballsy enough behind a fake account to go and bully people. And the one thing I can't stand, bitch, is a fucking bully. Okay? Can't stand them. Don't like them. Throw hands with them, for sure.
I don't understand, one, why people are bullied. Two, and I'm trying not to say too much just on the story because it's not just our story.
Right.
But do not bully somebody that has Down syndrome, is on the spectrum, has autism, has a speech impediment. I don't give a shit. Do not come for somebody who can defend themselves, but in ways they cannot.
Mm-hmm.
And bullying is wrong anyway. But to sit there, and I'm trying not to give too much, but
yeah,
do not make fun of somebody and go after them and call them ugly. You're ugly, for one.
literally. Busted as
Do
fuck.
not sit there and say you are somebody's friend and laugh at all the jokes that are being made about your friend and not do shit. Not kick them out of a box, not tell them they're wrong, not say shut up, not say, hey, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because you may have not said anything, but you sat there and laughed. You didn't say anything, so you are just as big as a piece of shit as they are. You're not. Like, it's...
Right. Honestly, like, without saying too much of the situation, I think that if you don't stand up for what's right, like if you're not standing up for somebody who you you physically see being bullied, like it's right there in front of your face and you don't do anything, whether it's because I'm nervous or I don't like confrontation or whatever the fucking case says, if you just sit there and don't do anything or at least say anything, you're also part of the problem. I don't like bullies. Like, I was bullied growing up at a young age. Now, no, bitch, because bitches know when I'm fucking coming. I'm coming through heavy. But people that get bullied, like, I will fight for those people because that was me. So when I see people, like, my job, I work with, with kids and things on the spectrum and behavioral issues and things like that. Those are my people. Like, if you are going to sit and bully them, you got to go through me first. And I won't hesitate to absolutely annihilate you because I was bullied, okay? There's nothing you can say to me that's going to hurt my feelings. There's nothing you can say or do that's going to hurt my feelings. Like, okay. Because everybody's first initial is like, you're ugly. Like, okay, try again, because that's not, like, try again, babe. Oh, you're fat. And try again. And right? Like, try again, because now when people say all these fucking comments, they're so unoriginal. They're so unoriginal. You know what I'm saying? Like, get with the fucking program. It's 2024 and you're still running the same shit since fucking the 1990s. Like, let's move on. I know I'm a fat bitch, but I'm still cute. So, and what's the next one? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the next one? But like, wait, if you want to get to them, bitch, you gotta go through me, because that's not, I don't roll like that. I don't fucking roll like that because I don't like a bully. Like, it's one thing if you're like joking around with somebody and everybody feels like it's a joke and nobody feels like shit after it. That's one thing. But there's certain things that are just not a joke. And people think that, like, oh, you gotta leave your feelings at the door. You gotta da 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 da. No, because if you have to be an absolute fucking douchebag to somebody, that tells me that you have no sense of fucking humor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, zero sense of fucking humor. Like, I listen to comedians all the time. I watch their podcasts. I get how some people joke. You know what I mean? There's dark humor, there's dry humor, there's whatever. And, like, I get it, and that shit's funny. But, like, to just, the way some people do it, especially on social media, because they're behind a fake account, it's like you're not being funny. You know you're being a dick, and you're doing it on purpose because nobody can see who you really are. But guaranteed you come from behind that fucking screen and shows everyone who you really are, you wouldn't have the fucking balls to say what you just said again. Guaranteed.
And go ahead.
No, you can go. I forgot what I was going to say.
And I don't know. This whole situation, it bothered me. Sorry, Diesel was drinking and I didn't know I thought he was peeing. It bothered me for a couple of days, and I went back and forth. Should I say something like privately? Should I do it with this person in a group? Should I, what should I do? Mm-hmm. And then I saw them and I got so heated that I couldn't hold it in anymore.
Yeah.
And the whole, what gets me, go lay down. What gets me is, I'm calling you out on it, and not even calling you out, really, kind of, I mean, yes, but, talking about the situation when I already know the truth.
Right.
And then you're sitting here saying that it's basically kind of not the truth, and then you start trying to flip it on me because that's your only argument. Like, you're taking something from this that I said in this argument, asking a question, what would you do if blah blah blah, and you're trying to flip that, then say I was talking shit about. I'm trying to explain it in a way that it's, talking shit about somebody in your family when I simply said, what would you do if blah blah blah. So
oh yeah, yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But you're doing that because you know you were in the wrong, and now you're getting called out for it, and it's crazy to me because, in that moment, you didn't want to do anything. You didn't want to say anything. You didn't want to defend anybody else, but now you want to defend yourself. Mm-hmm. That's not how this works.
Right.
And this particular person that this happened to, I'm just going to put out there that me and Steph have their back 1,000%. Mm-hmm. So from now on, if anything or anybody has anything to say about it, I'm just saying you're going to have to deal with us because it's not right.
Right.
And it just aggravates me so much. I was to the point, I was literally crying. Not because I was sad, because I was upset. And when I get that pissed, I see red.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm focused in, and it's I started stuttering, and it pissed me off even more. And I'm just
girl, I know that's right.
It was just so aggravating. And there was this one time, so I was in a live, I can't remember who said it. But, everybody's like, turn your camera on, stop green screening, put your face on. I don't want to.
Right.
And it's not because somebody was like, well, you're camera shy. And I was like, I have a podcast. I can't be camera shy.
Right.
I don't want to because I feel like I look like a fucking hobo right now. Right. I don't want to. I don't feel like turning my camera on.
Right.
And want to say, oh, you're a catfish.
Yeah.
Or some other shit. And it's like I said, I have a podcast. This has no filter on it. No filter, no, like, yeah, we edit, but that's just to cut and add the podcast name and shit like that. Like, there's no filter on this.
But you see what you get, baby!
Like, because somebody had also said, you're so ugly without them filters, Bentley. And, like, you weren't saying that when...
You was trying to holler for $1 on the side when we was cool.
Exactly. Like, it's until you piss people off and they're like, you're so ugly, you're so fat, you're catfish. Like, and my thing is, like, and I've said it 1,000 times, who in their right mind, not right mind, but nobody's going to put their nobody's going to put their profile picture, an ugly ass picture of them, or like, you're going to put a good picture as your profile. You're going to put your best pictures, best videos on TikTok.
Right. It doesn't mean that it's not you. It's you. And, you know, it's always the guys to say something first. But it's like they're the first ones that can't even grasp what fucking good angles are.
Take your hat off.
Take your hat off. And if you got a little something, take your hand and go like this.
Take your hat off.
I want to see where that hairline lie. Because some of these motherfuckers that have the most to say that be on TikTok. And, oh, what do you look like? And, oh, you're catfishing. Like, you're 20 years old and your hairline goes back 45 years. So the last thing I want to hear from you is what you think I look like. Okay, babe? Okay. Thank you.
Like, it's just, it's so ridiculous, and it just cracks me up because people get on, and it's really not even just TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You're doing a lot of this, and you're doing a lot of this behind a phone. But if I pull up,
they don't want that smoke.
You're doing a lot of this.
Right. They don't want that smoke. Because I've done it before. I've pulled up on a bitch because she wanted to run her mouth and she was talking about my friend. And, oh, my God, you live in this, that. And I was like, babe, you literally live in your grandmother's basement. Your mom's bedroom is the living room. Who are you? And I'm not one to come for nobody and like what they have and what they don't have. I really don't. But at the end of the day, sometimes people need to understand their place and you need to put them back in their fucking place. And she was quick, like, oh, I would love to see you. And you know what the fuck I did? I got in my car, pulled right the fuck up. Nowhere to be seen. I'm here. What are you talking about? Like, I'm here. What? Like, I'm not going to sit and I'm not going to do this back and forth. Like, what are we doing? Like, we going to get it done or we not? I hate that shit. I hate that back and forth fucking bullshit. I hate that shit. No, but it's always people like hiding behind a screen. Like, I've been called a catfish a few times. And you know what? I used to wear makeup or whatever, but in most of my pictures and videos and shit that I take, I don't have makeup on. I don't wear makeup. I used to wear makeup back in the day when I would go to the club and all this stuff before I was 21. And now I don't. So most of the pictures that I have now on my social media do not have makeup. I have maybe eyelashes on.
I was about to say, literally, like, you'll wear lashes. Like, you don't wear foundation. You don't wear concealer. You hardly use filters. So it's like...
Right. Like, I will straighten my hair because I got curly hair. But, like, I'll put on eyelashes and that's about it. But, like, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people always are going to try to come and, like, break you down or whatever. Like, you're insecure and that's your problem. I don't think that I'm ugly. And that's okay. I don't think I'm ugly. And I know I'm not ugly. Okay? And I'm not going to let somebody who's insecure come and try to change how I think of myself to suit how they're feeling. It ain't happening. And I have been called a catfish a couple times and been like, you know, somebody told me that, like, oh, are you his mom? Like, when I was with my man and all this stuff. And it's like, no. And it all happened to be in the same week. So I was like, oh, no, bitch. This can't be right. Like, this can't be right, bitch. And I was looking in the mirror and I was like, nah, bitch, they blind because you fine as fuck. And I just gotta, you know, you just gotta keep going. I don't like when people, like, misery loves company. And that's what everyone has to remember. Misery loves company. So if they're miserable and they don't like the way they look or whatever, and they're gonna project that and it's gonna be on you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If you think I'm a catfish, so be it. I'm a cute catfish. And what about it? Like, I don't care. You think I look like a fucking cow? You think I look like a this and that? Bitch, okay. I'm the cutest heifer in the field. I don't give a fuck what you say. I don't give a fuck what you say. And, you know, I would love for a lot of people to have that same energy, that same mentality. Because when you get there, it's like nothing anybody says to you matters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But again, like, you know, going back to it, bullies are just going to be bullies. Haters are going to be fucking haters. And they all love to just lurk in social media and wait to pounce because they're just fucking bullies at the end of the day with zero sense of humor.
Exactly. And like the whole filter thing, use filters, don't use filters. I do use filters, like on my pictures or videos or whatever. Most of the time I'll use filters.
Lots of people do.
Huh?
I said lots of people do.
Exactly. Like, you want to talk shit about me using a filter, but yet half of TikTok is still using this bold glamour filter, like, and it's crazy. Like, and also, you green screen pictures of someone.
Mm-hmm. I already know where this was going.
Mad when somebody else green screens a picture of you.
You know,
you didn't think I'd look on Facebook,
baby, and we lurked heavy. I remember that. You were screen sharing with me. You know what? If you're gonna talk shit about somebody else and the way they look or what they have and what they don't have, you need to make sure that you lily white bitch. You need to make sure you pulling up looking better than the next bitch, because all I'm saying is you gonna get caught up and you're not gonna fucking like it. That's it. You want to green screen pictures and you want to do this, and it's always the motherfuckers that look trifling as hell. They look trifling as hell. It's always a bitch.
I just want to say something real fast, because I know somebody would probably watch this, maybe not, and be like, well, you're just talking about bullying, but it seems like you're bullying. No. Because the situation we are talking about, I was actually bullied first. And I'm going to reciprocate the energy that I am getting. So you want to green screen pictures, horrible pictures of me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do the same to you.
Right.
Because I didn't do it for the longest time. I didn't say anything for the longest time. And guess what? Now it's all out in the air. So cheat on your man.
Right.
Keep doing what you're doing, girl, but as long as my name stays in your mouth, people are going to know about
what you really look like, you know. And it's
when your boyfriend was in the store and his friend was in the back seat. I'm just saying.
The tea! That's the tea we not ready for. That's the tea that we not ready for. But honestly, the people that talk the most shit are the ones that are so insecure. Like they either got no neck, they either got a big ass fucking landing strip of a forehead.
Now I do be having a big forehead. I'm just saying it'll look big, but it's okay.
No, I don't, girl. I got a 3 head.
I know
I
you
got
got like a fucking 2 head, and I'm over here with fucking damn near 5 head. Let's be honest.
That's the 2 head.
Land to see 130 on that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Or it's always like a dude who look like he stink. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing. It's wild to me. Like, if you look like you stink, that scares. That's scary.
I think you guys understand how hard it is not to name drop.
The list will go on and on and on and on.
And maybe one day we will, but maybe not, because I don't want to get sued. But
she said I don't want to get sued. So,
just don't.
But it's just the audacity.
Don't be a piece of shit. And I know that's really hard for some of you, but it's not that hard. It's not that hard.
To be a decent human being, like, and you know what they say? They say hurt people hurt people. I'm gonna physically fucking hurt you if you keep this bullshit up. That's what I'm saying. You're gonna be extra hurt if you keep fucking playing with me. Like, I'm not the one to play with. Dance with the devil, play hopscotch with your motherfucking mama, but bitch, do not play with me. I'm not the one to play with. I will disrespect you, I'll hurt your feelings, and I'll hit you everywhere I know it's gonna fucking hurt. And I'm gonna laugh at you. Because I know it just hurt you. Bye. See ya.
And I also, like, the difference between, say, me and you and the keyboard warriors is, yes, I'm going to talk back. Like, I'm going to defend people and shit. But the difference between us and them is you're going to say it behind a screen and go off, and you're never going to pull up. The difference between us is we will.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm not going to say too much. But we will. Like, I'm not scared to. You might beat my ass. Guess what? I'm not going to back down from a fight. It's just not going to happen.
I mean, would they beat our ass? No. Highly doubt it. But that's not. It's nothing but a flight. It's nothing but a drive. It's nothing but a flight. Like.
But I'm just saying, I mean, you might beat my ass. I don't know. Probably not. You might, though. But that's one thing about I'm never going to back down. No. I'll still be talking shit on the ground while you punching me in the face. I don't care.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying, I've never been in a fight that I've lost. And one of them I got jumped and I still didn't lose that bitch. So just...
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I'm the baddest bitch in the world. I'm really, like, obviously there's people who could beat my ass. But I'm just saying, you're probably not going to. It's just probably not going to happen.
Especially those specific people, like the ones that have to hide behind the screen, or the ones that have to, like hide their identity because they know they know they wouldn't say that shit to your face, and they know they wouldn't say it like with their own regular profile. Like, bitch, I only got one profile.
Exactly. Because, like, and the thing is, when certain people were confronted, and this isn't about in the beginning.
This isn't about the bullying thing. This is our own story with our own beef.
This one's about me.
Yeah.
I'm confronting you.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're not big and bad and want to talk shit. Now you're apologizing and wanting to clear things up. And then a minute later, you're back talking shit about me, confronted again, and it's, I didn't.
All of a sudden, we caught amnesia.
And when I have a screen recording, it's like, it just blows my mind that people you lie, get an opportunity to tell the truth, and then lie again. Just like guys. Mm-hmm. I want to marry you.
Girl. These people, they just give us materials and they give us funny shit to fucking talk about.
Thank you. Actually, you know what? Thank you for giving us stuff to talk about on the podcast.
No, they really set themselves up. They really do set themselves up.
Really, like I'm so glad you wanted to marry me one minute, but the next you have never done a long distance relationship before. And then you say you feel like a piece of shit, and I'm like, yeah, you should. And you're like, what? Like, you just called yourself a piece of shit. I agreed because what you did was fucking shitty. And then you're offended that I agreed that you were a piece of shit.
And the one thing that they will do, like, if you kind of tell them, like, yeah, no, like, I'm not going to accept that. It's not okay. And, like, whatever, like, you could just be monotone, whatever. They're like, oh, like, having a heart, like, okay, let's calm this down. Like, this is too theatrical. Like, calm it down. Drama queen supreme. Like, what the fuck?
Like, I'm the queen of being a drama queen, and you are being a drama queen right now.
Right. Right. Like, oh, God, no. Yeah. I mean, it's...
Like, I know we talk about, like, guys and relationships a lot on our podcast, but it's like, I've said it 1,000 times. I'm going to say it one more time, because I don't think y'all are hearing. And if you're hearing, you're not understanding.
Listen up.
It's the problem. If I ask you about it, I already know the truth.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I think I need to repeat. If I ask you about it, I, Steph, Lindsay, Desi, any other of my friends already know the truth. You are already caught. This is your chance to somewhat redeem yourself a little.
Mm-hmm.
And tell the truth. And it never happens. It never, they try to lie all over again, and it's like,
no, that's not what I meant.
That, it's the thing is, when I tell them that, they're like, oh, no, I'd never lie to you. I'd never lie to you. Bitch, you're talking to me saying you want to marry me and have my kids, even though we never met before, and we've been talking for 2 days, which obviously wasn't going to happen, but, like, you're telling me this, and then you're also talking to this other girl, and you're doing the same thing, and then this girl forgives you, because dumbass. And you're still talking to her, and then you go and do it again, and then you do it to all these other girls, and it's just like...
And they're always busted. Like, that's what you bitches were feeding for? Ah! Disgusting!
And when you spell my name wrong, when you spell my Gabby, not Gabie, not Gabi, not Gabeii, none of that. Gabby. When I spell it for you, when I correct you, when you type which big fuck up, because that was one of the other girls' names. That was a man. You spell my name wrong. I correct you. Then you spell it wrong again.
They're stupid.
If you're that dumb, just say Gabs.
Like everybody else.
You're digging yourself a hole.
It's fucking 4 letters. Gabs. That's it. That's what everyone calls you for the most part. Like, it's 4 fucking letters.
Like.
And I'm telling you, you know what? Everybody who I've gotten into a squabble with on social media has always been from the South. Okay? Let me say this. Has always been from the South. They swear they tough as nails. Okay? Now.
Damn, bitch.
But you know, like the other people, Gabs don't count.
I am excluded from the
South. Gabs don't count. They think they tough as nails. But not only do they look like they really out here chewing on rusty nails, besides that, that's neither here nor there. When you step to me and you think you're going to come at me and you think you're going to bully, or you think you're going to say something out of pocket, you think you're going to say something out of pocket, or you're going to try to give me that one good liner and I finished her, whatever the case is, I'm going to tell you right now, no, you're not. Because, first of all, half these motherfuckers who do be down south, not everyone, but a majority so far, can't even say my TikTok name correctly. Okay. And I had to come.
Wait. Bitch, are you fucking, what's that guy's name? Porky the Pig? That's all, folks.
Yeah, no, seriously. But, not only that, you gonna come correct. And they're always like, oh, you talk like this, you talk like that, you talk like this, you talk like that. First of all, I'm not from the South. And you want to talk about how I talk? Bitch, first of all, you sound like you shoved cotton in your mouth and you over here sounding like fucking Forrest Gump. Shut up. Who are you talking to like that? I talk how I talk. I'm not from the South, okay? And then have the audacity when I say something, I have to put him in check real quick. Like that girl, I had to put her in check. And she's like, well, you talk ghetto. First of all, bitch, I don't talk ghetto. Okay? I don't talk ghetto. I might talk different from you and everybody else that you be around in the South and all this shit. I talk different for sure. Yeah. But I don't talk ghetto. And I was like, bitch, I'm highly educated. And you know I ate her up because she was so mad after I said that shit. I was like, baby, I know the Southern education system is not up to par. And so if there's anything in my comeback that you're not understanding, please let me know. And I would love to explain it for you so you can grasp it more. And she was like, yeah, got you caught up because you're stupid.
And just so y'all know, her TikTok name is Bad Bitch Swoop.
Swoo! Swoo! And everyone's like, bad bitches, woo, 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 or whatever it says. Like, bitch, how many O's and W's do you see? And bitches is spelled with an ES at the end. It's bitch, swoo. Bitch, swoo. Swoo! Like, what are we not grasping? Like, there's literally not that many fucking syllables in that bitch.
You know what's funny, though? Like, my backup account, because it just says Gabs on the name, the amount of people that say Gabe, and I'm like, do you not know the difference between an E and an S? Like,
oh, they're, like...
You know what's funny, though? I posted a TikTok today, and it said, nudes are... Nudes are out. Like, send me a video of you reading out loud so I know you're not dumb.
Yeah.
This is why.
Yeah. And like I was saying, it always be this kind of person that says something. It always be the ones with a third grade reading level that always like they're the first ones that have to say something. They're the first ones that got to open their mouth because they think that what they got to say is, ooh, that shit's good. It's not. It's not.
They think they ate, and they did not.
Bitch, they didn't even smell it, let alone fucking eat it.
Not the smell. I just,
at the end of the day, I don't like a bully. And I'm going to come at you the same way you're coming at me or you're coming at anyone else. But I'm going to make sure, like, you understand your fucking place. Like, you might be able to play that shit with whoever. And you might think it's cute where you're from. But, bitch, not everybody is from where you're from. And not everybody plays that fucking game. That's what people don't understand. And that's what they need to understand. Like, you will be put in your place and when you cross the wrong motherfucker and you're not going to like it. So don't embarrass yourself.
When I was sticking up for somebody that we were talking about in the beginning of the podcast episode, one of the defense lines, I guess you would say, one of the defense points, I don't know how you'd say it.
Oh, something that they had said in their defense.
All right, yes. One of the defense arguments was, it's just TikTok. It may just be an app, but that is a real person saying shitty stuff to another real person. And it's not TikTok when you're trying to find dick.
I know it! Yeah, you know what?
It's not just TikTok then.
No.
I don't.
Sometimes people need to be humbled. They ride on a high horse, but like it doesn't matter if it's TikTok or Facebook or Snapchat or in person or at school or at work. It's a real fucking person, and what you're saying is hurtful. And just because somebody will make you say sorry, or just because you're gonna say sorry, does not make it fucking okay. Period.
I was just about to say, just because you say sorry. Because I don't know where people got this thing where they're like, okay, I'm going to say sorry and it'll be okay. Because you say sorry does not make it okay. It's not like, oh, okay, they said sorry. No, fuck you and stick your sorry up your fucking ass. Because not only was it the fakest sorry I've ever heard, because I have the replay, and two, you kept going.
Yeah.
Continued to call them ugly and say worse shit.
Yeah. Like, people are mean. Kids are mean. And that's why I say kids are mean, because these people are kids. They're kids mentally. They're
one of them is our age.
But they're still a kid. Mentally, they're a kid. They're emotionally immature.
Yes. Oh my God.
The way they act, the way they say is so immature, it's beyond whatever. And people be like, I'm not immature. I have a kid. It doesn't fucking matter. Your mental maturity and your emotional maturity is so far not even there. Like, you're a fucking child.
And you're one of them.
Yeah, like you're not there. And that's okay. Not everybody is. You got to put in the work and you got to figure your shit out. Life is different for everybody and it is what it is. But, kids are mean. And that's the thing. Like I was saying, if I have a kid, and my kid goes to school, and which I would not want my kids to go to school. I would love to homeschool my kids. But if my kid goes to school, boy, girl, whatever, they're going to go to school and somebody's going to pick on them. I shouldn't say boy, girl, whatever. Bitch, boy or girl, it doesn't matter. Yeah. They're going to go to school and somebody's gonna pick on them, I'm gonna say, you got one time. You say, we not doing this. You better not be mean to me. Like, I'm gonna tell on you. Whatever the fucking case is, you go and you tell a teacher that shit ain't flying with me. And if nobody does something, which a lot of schools, they don't do shit.
Nope. They cover it up, actually.
That's what I'm saying. So my kid come home and tell me.
But bullying the other person, it's going to get covered up so quick, and you bet your ass I'm going to be up at that school. I'm going to get arrested.
I'm telling you. If my kid come home after that first time and say, oh my God, they did this, they did that, again. Oh, really? I'm telling my kid, you better go to school and you better whoop they fucking ass. If they do another thing, they say something to you, they touch your belongings, they make you feel uncomfortable, whatever the case is, you whoop they fucking ass. And then I'm going to go to school and I'm going to let them know. I told my kid to go and handle the business the proper way. And because you guys, as the authority in the fucking building, didn't do what you were supposed to do to make our children feel safe, my kid gonna have that other motherfucker in a headlock for real. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not one of those parents that's gonna be like, no. You want to touch my kid? Everything you do to my kid, I'm gonna do to your mom. Period. Right there in the front of the school. I'm not playing with you. Play with somebody else. Do not play in the sandbox. Play with your toys. Play fucking Xbox. Play whatever. Do not fucking play with me or play with mine. I'm not doing that shit. Because kids are mean. We were kids once. Girls are mean as fuck. Mm-hmm. Girls are mean as fuck. They're elementary school, middle school, high school, they're mean. Sure. No, my kid will not be doing that shit.
I'm just saying, if what was said to our friend would have been said to my child,
I'm fighting you on sight.
It wouldn't have. We wouldn't have been having a conversation over TikTok.
No,
we would have not been having a conversation in person. I'm telling you, I would probably be in jail either for attempted murder or murder, because the things that this person said to her, I'm just. It was not okay. It was not
as hell. Okay. Yeah, it was trifling as hell. I seen it. It was trifling. Like, if that was me, I'm gonna fuck you up. I don't care. I'm gonna fuck you up. Because people don't understand. Say what you want to me. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want to me. You're not gonna hurt my feelings. You're not gonna make me sad. You're not gonna make me cry. I don't give a fuck. Say what you want to me. But don't say some shit to somebody who can't defend themselves the same way. And that's what makes a bully. You know that they can't defend themselves the same way. You know they're not gonna come at you sideways or come back at you with that same fucking energy or more. That's why you picking on them.
Well, and just like that other live you were watching, when that other guy was giving it like no energy, they got pissed.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They got so mad, and it's like...
It's because they want that.
Yeah.
They want that. And when you don't... Because I feel like they look so stupid when they do that. And this person has tried to be like, oh, come in the box. Like, a couple of times. And I won't. I don't say anything. I don't say anything in the comments. I'm just sitting there. But it's funny because they followed my account. And you're quick to be like,
follow our podcast.
Yeah. How about you follow the podcast? You want to be a fan? You got fan behavior. Why don't you follow the podcast? Like, when you don't give them that attention, they get mad because all they want is to feel like they got something on you. And what's it called? Fuck. Like, you just can't pay it no mind, and that's what makes them like the most mad, is when you're just like, okay. And that's what the guy was doing. He was like, mm-hmm. Okay, that's all you got, and they were getting pissed. Like,
yeah, and like,
and it showed.
My thing too is a lot of people deal with depression and anxiety and stuff, and one day, get down. Sorry, y'all. One day you're gonna come across a person that has depression and is having a really shitty day already, and when they end up committing suicide and it's your fault, you're gonna feel like a piece of shit. Because I don't care how you feel about depression or attempted suicide or anything, you may feel like it's bullshit, and in a way it's selfish, but as much as you know, I've gone through very bad depression episodes. I went through one last week or the week before. And I'm not scared to admit it. I mean, it's a part of life. And I was having a really hard time. And you're going to come across a person one day and you're going to make these jokes and shit. And it's going to be the end of somebody's life. Because and it's not necessarily going to be all because of you, but they're going to already be going through something. And then you sit here and make these jokes. And it's going to push them over the edge. And like how we were talking about how they feed off of like fear and shit. Do you know what else feeds off of fear? Fucking demons. You're evil. You're evil fucking people.
Period.
And it's because you are not happy with yourself. You're not happy with your own life. And like you said, it's one thing to like joke around. Like, I mean, me and you joke around. Me and Quentin joke around. We'll be like,
I know, but it's like everybody understands that it's a joke.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, if you are like good friends and joking around, because we've had plenty of like, you know, friends that were like, oh, you're a bitch, or like, you're stupid, or, you know, like dumb shit. But when you don't even know this person, and you start off by saying, oh, I heard you were talking shit, and the person says, well, no, I wasn't, and the person says, oh, well, I got sent this live, so you must have been talking shit. Who sent the live?
Yeah.
I did it. But who sent the live? Because you knew what was going to happen. See, yeah. I'm getting pissed. You knew what was going to happen.
It's true.
You know how these people are.
Yeah.
You know how they are.
Yeah.
Anybody who's been alive with them know how they are and what they do.
Yeah. All of a sudden, everybody catches amnesia. Everybody don't know what's going on. No,
all of a sudden, it wasn't your live. No. And I was going to say something about the podcast, too. There was a guy that me and Steph were talking about our podcast on a live one day, and I had already pissed this guy off because I talked about him in the first podcast. And he was like, oh, your podcast that's not going anywhere? Or whatever the fuck he said.
And I had
to tell you right now.
And I had to say something.
I don't give a fuck if we have 1 follower, 1,000 followers, or 10 followers. I don't care. Neither one of us give a shit how big we get, how small we are. We have fun doing a podcast. Right. We love it. Like, it's fun to just sit on here and talk shit. It's like we're on a big FaceTime, but also talking to other people.
Yeah.
And you can insult it all you want. We're not going to stop. We're still going to talk about you on the podcast. We have fun doing it, and we're not going to stop it unless it's, like, for us. Like, it's not...
And you think we really give a fuck about somebody who really has the audacity to play girls in iMessage games for nudes? Not only that, but to sit there and say, oh yeah, your podcast's not going anywhere. First of all, bitch, you look like a fucking greaseball and you sit there and play video games all day long. You think I give an absolute fuck what you think my podcast, where it's going and where it's not? And I don't. And after I said that, it got a little silent. Was like, oh, well, you're not a bad bitch. Because my name on TikTok is Bad Bitch. Woo, here we go. That's my name on TikTok. And so everyone's always quick to say, like, oh, you think, I don't think, I know. And it's not because of how I look. And it's not because of how I talk. That shit don't make you a fucking bad bitch, okay? You need to have a decent fucking character. Good fucking morals, be a decent fucking human being. That's what makes you a bad bitch. Don't be a fucking ugly human being. And that's what I feel like makes me a bad bitch. Everything else just falls in line because a bitch is blessed and it is what it is. But, you know, when I said that and he was like, oh, well, you think you're just so bad. And I don't think, I know. So you could go. And it got quiet and he's like, oh, I gotta leave. Bye. Stop playing with motherfuckers. Stop playing with motherfuckers. Nobody cares what you got to say. Like, you're talking out your fucking ass, bro. So, again, I can't deal with that shit. Like, I can't stand them. All these people, because I don't like none of them. All these people be trying to pretend like they friends with you and all this stuff. And I'm like, girl, I don't know about that. They're your friend. They're not my friend. And they be catching on because bitches don't like a woman with this kind of energy, this kind of drive, this kind of like, you know, more, aggressive, whatever you want to say. Because they get intimidated by it. But, like, no need to be intimidated by it. So they don't like me. They never like me.
They don't. Like, I swear. Swear, me and Steph, like, and I'm usually live at night and Steph's asleep, but whenever I have her in a box, nobody will come in. Not one person. I mean, like, Quinn will, but, like, he sleeps during the day, but, like,
yeah,
nobody will, because they know, one, she's going to call them out on the bullshit, and two, if somebody says something to me, it's not just going to be me.
That's what I come in like a dog. Hoo, hoo, hoo. That's what I come in like.
Haas already knows.
Heavy. Yeah, Haas already knew where he was going with it.
But it's just like, oh, you know what? Now I got something to tell Quinn, since everybody want to be.
She said, period. We'll talk about this after we end this podcast. Yeah. I'm weak. No, but honestly, like, at the end of the day, just be a decent fucking human being. It costs you $0.00 to be a decent fucking human being. And that's all. Like, the world is already hard. The world is already tough. The world, like, and everybody's trying to survive. Everybody's stressed out. Everybody's miserable. Everybody's fucking depressed, anxiety, whatever. Just don't be a fucking loser. Like, be a decent fucking human being.
And what's funny to me, too, is, like, some of these people on TikTok, like, will be talking, and I'll tell them things, like, you know, like, about me and my personal life and stuff. And sometimes, I don't think it's happened that often, but I'm sure people do it. Mm-hmm. They'll go and tell other people, like, what I said, like, about my personal life. Like, oh, did you know she used to do this? What you guys don't realize is I don't give a fuck if other people know. Right. You think just because I'm telling you in a private conversation that I don't want other people to know, but little do you know, I don't care.
Right, like, come and ask me. I'll tell you.
But, guess what? The moment you do that, and go and run your mouth, the things you told me
plastered. I'm trying to have that shit on the radio station, on the podcast, on a billboard.
And only because, it's not because you go and say, oh, well, did you know Gabby's favorite color is blue? No. Mm-hmm. This is shit that you think that I told you in confidence. And you think other people, I don't want other people to know. And because you can tell when, you know, they're doing that. No. So just be warned that the moment you backstab me and go, well, not even really backstab, because I don't care if you tell people, like, I'm very careful with some shit that I tell people. I wasn't with a couple people, and I learned my lesson. Mm-hmm. I don't care to name drop them. I did that with Haley and Bentley. Mm-hmm. And most of the stuff that I told them, like, there's shit that I just don't care if it's out there. I just don't choose to talk about it on live and shit all the time.
Right.
But you want to run and tell people stuff, and that's why I just didn't give a fuck about telling people that, you know,
you cheat on your man
with your man's friend in his truck while your boyfriend went in the store. You know? I'm just saying.
That's not what they're ready for, though. They're not ready for it.
That one of you was talking to somebody that was married to a cop. And you didn't care. So.
And they friends with teenagers and shit. It's weird.
And you bragged about it on TikTok.
Like, you guys are in your, like, 20, like, early 20s.
Let me just say something else. You want to blow up my phone and say, if you'd keep my name out of your mouth, this wouldn't happen.
On fake numbers. Right, on fake numbers.
If all you have to do is sit and think about me, like, because let's be, like, how's it happen this week? But if all you think about is, how can I get back at this person? When I didn't do anything, but you sit there, make numerous fake numbers to text me and blow up my phone. Mm-hmm. Go get your head checked, because you're fucking weird, bro.
That's because they don't work, they don't have a job, they don't have hobbies, they don't have a life.
Oh, and that was another thing. You want to run and talk about, she lives with her parents and she's 27. And I do. I live with my mom and I live with my stepdad, because guess what? I got fucked over by my ex. And people need help sometimes. And I'm sorry you don't have parents that would help you out, but I'm blessed enough to have them.
But they both live with their parents, so that's wild to me. Like, they both live with their parents.
Like, I'm
and there's nothing wrong. Life is hard right now. Life is hard. Money is.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, you know, hashtag thank you, Sleepy Joe. But at the end of the day, like, life is hard. So people still need to stay with their parents. People still need to do whatever. Like, you need multiple incomes to have your own place. Like, but you're still not living by yourself. You got roommates. You got this. You got that. Like, it is so expensive. So it's like, who
when
cares?
I move back to Arkansas, I'm gonna be living with my cousin.
Period.
And
exactly.
And what? Like, I mean, and again, this is not us bullying. They did this to me first, and I'm just reciprocating the same energy because I'm done. Like, I've had people walk all over me for a long time, and for a while I cut that shit out, and then it's kind of became a thing again, and I'm just done with. Like, I'm so over it. I'm so done with it. Like, you're talking shit about me first, I'm gonna talk shit about you back.
Yeah.
And that's how it's gonna be from now on because I'm just done with it. Like,
yeah.
Yes, I live with my parents. I don't give a shit. I could care less. Like, honestly, like, I'm blessed enough to have parents that can help me out and shit right now.
Right.
So, and I'm sorry that, like, maybe you're jealous that I have a driver's license and you don't. I don't know.
It do be like that. It do be like that. But you know what? Jealousy is an ugly ass trait.
And I've never, like, ask Steph. Steph is a very blunt, 100% honest, upfront person. I never body shamed any of these people on live in a video, anything. I've never talked shit like that about them. But the moment you come for me or for my daughter that I miscarried, and let me just be specific here so nothing gets twisted. Somebody was watching a live that Haley and Bentley, who else was in there? I think Zach and I think Morgan and what was the other girl's name?
Her voice is so squeaky.
Kyla, whatever the fuck her name was. Stop. Somebody was watching a live that they were in, and get down. And the person who was watching the live, I can't give away all my little detectives, but the person that was watching the live, once this was said, she was seeing red. Once I got told about it, we were all seeing red. So I'm not 100% on if they said I would have been a bad mom because I had a miscarriage in 2016, which this person knew about. I don't know why I keep saying this person. Haley knew about. Haley also knew that it's very, like, it's hard for me to get pregnant. I might not be able to get pregnant. We don't know yet. Like, and it's a very touchy thing for me.
Right. Granted, she knew that it was a touchy subject for you.
Exactly. She knew. And, so she either said I would have been a bad mom or I will be a bad mom. I think she actually used the word horrible. So when it comes to me being able to get pregnant, not being able to get pregnant, the child that I miscarried, I don't fuck around with that, and I will fucking come at you. So I'm sorry that you feel the need to go so low because
they have nothing else, essentially. They have nothing else because they know nobody did them wrong, so they have to come back with whatever the fuck they have.
I'm just, that's when I really started not giving a flying fuck what I said about this person, because that's one thing, like, you don't know.
You just lose all respect for the situation, and, like, if they're not gonna sit and, like, at least give you the respect on something like that, like, why do the same? Why sit and pretend like no, I'm gonna say what I gotta say too. Like, what?
And when I got called a hoe by these people also, because I never said, like I said, I never said anything about these people. But you talked about me being a horrible mom, will be a horrible mom, whatever, and then you called me a hoe. Mm-hmm. A hoe is somebody who gives somebody head in the backseat of their boyfriend's truck while their boyfriend is in the store. Or who sends the tea in a group chat with all guys or mostly guys, or sends another guy nudes on TikTok. Probably, I think it was 2 or 3. So I'm just saying, you want to air it out, we can air it out. Because I'm over it.
Mm-hmm. You know, honestly, like, again, at the end of the day, it costs $0.00 to be a decent fucking human being. That's it. Just be a decent human being. Like, nobody did anything to you and you feel like you have to be big and bad. Again, like, I said it from the very rip. I said she's a bully because she's insecure. I mean, look what she has to be insecure about. But that's her own problem, not everybody else's problem to deal with, okay? Like, we have lots of problems, like, in our own life, and we suffer from whatever we suffer from, and it's like, that doesn't give us the right to be a douchebag to everybody that we cross. Doesn't give you the right. And I said it from the very jump. I said, that's exactly it right there, and I guarantee you I put money on that fucking shit. But yeah, it just don't be an ugly fucking human being, and you won't, you know, not everybody's gonna come at you, not everybody's gonna say the same thing, like, not everybody's gonna say something to you, like, defend themselves, whatever. And there are people that are, and we are just a couple people that are. We're not going to tolerate the bullshit. So literally, like, especially if it's something stupid or it's something insulting or whatever the case is, like, think before you fucking say it. Like, think before you speak. Like, if I say this, for every action, there's a reaction. Okay, we learn about this in school. Yeah, we learn about this in school. Why don't we, like,
with Steph and Gabs? Because
yeah. I know. Like, why don't we apply that to real life? Like, just don't be an
one
ugly
of you needs to stop cheating on your man, and the other one needs to take a shower.
Hey, but if you want that good soap, whoever needs to take a shower, if you want that good soap, we got the links. We got you with the soap.
We have Truly discounts.
We got you with the links. Yeah.
I just, you know what's so funny? We were, like, really for a week, we were kind of like, God, what are we going to talk about on the podcast this week? And we're like, well, we're going to pick, because, like, we'll go through and pick a couple topics. And we were like, well, we can talk about this, and it can just be a quick topic. And now we're almost an hour in, and it's just like... But I think it's a lot of things that needed to be said. They needed to be pointed out. Just stop being shitty people. Like, it's really, honest to God, not that hard. It's not.
No.
And don't say things and start things if you're gonna get butthurt when that person gives you the same energy or puts the same energy back out. Because I know if this gets watched by them, I'll probably have an update on the next podcast.
Honestly, yo, stay tuned for the next update. There probably will be, because when I tell you lurking heavy, so. Because
some of these clips will be on TikTok, so I'm sure they'll be seen. Like, it's just... Mm-hmm. I'm just to the point I don't care. I don't care because you started it first. So quit cheating on your man. Go take a shower. And my thing is too, I know I know we're like almost to an hour, but it's okay. Back to the two-faced lying part. You post TikToks about how you love your man so much, but not even a month ago you were sending your tits in a group chat. I wasn't even in the group chat. When I tell y'all I got people everywhere. They everywhere.
That's crazy.
But you post TikToks about how much you love your man and shit, but you're sending all these pictures, and it's just, I don't know. And one of you wonders why you can't find love, but yet you're talking to married women.
The tea.
I'm just saying.
Tea. That's crazy. Yeah, it's all true. It's like, it's true. Like, there's nothing to lie about, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy though. Some of that shit, it's like, it's wild. I just don't like none of them. I don't like any of them. I never liked them from the jump. Bye. Oh.
Is there anything else you want to talk about? Was there anything else we had, like,
No, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. Like, we got more stuff coming, like, for later episodes, but that's really, like, it. Like, just don't be a shitty fucking person. Don't be a bully and then expect to not get, like, you poke the bear so much, it's bound to fucking, like, get you, you know? Simple as that.
We were gonna so I know it was either the last episode or the episode before, we said that this episode, I think we would have a guest. We're still, like, so much shit has been going on between like me, not between me and Steph, but like
in our own personal lives, everything's
like
rolling
I'm
over
having
into
to deal
one.
with, Steph is having to deal with, and like the guest, like they have a full-time job, so it's kind of like gonna have to be on a weekend thing, and it's still coming. It just may be a couple episodes. So
yeah.
But like an update to the last episode, I think it was the last episode. Steph has her link tree up in her bio. So we both got discount codes to different things. I actually just got this morning another discount code for a diamond painting company. You know, like the little kind of like rhinestones, like you know the diamond paintings.
Oh, okay.
So I got to put that in my link tree. But we both have link trees now. We're both working on getting some more codes.
You know, we out here doing the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Stay tuned. Get your codes. Get your discounts. Save your money, because bad bitches save coin. They save their money, okay?
Girl, look for the deals.
Yeah.
I think I should have a laptop this weekend or Monday. So,
we'll be hitting you with those clips on social media, previews of the podcast. Like, we're gonna start catching up and doing it for reals. You know,
more clips will be back up. It's just been like we've literally been recording like it's Thursday, so it has to be posted tomorrow. So we gotta work out our days because I be falling asleep.
Yeah,
and
we
gotta work on our Patreon still. Our page got approved, so we gotta work on like what days we could record those and stuff like that. So we've got some more stuff coming. You just gotta be patient with us, and hopefully we'll get on Spotify soon. We gotta try to figure it out. But I think that's everything. We got our link trees up. I think that's it.
Period.
Everybody
don't forget.
Great. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I said, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell, and comment. Comment what you want to hear us talk about. Comment what you thought about this podcast. Give us your opinions. We want to hear everybody's opinion. Let us know.
I love reading comments on our posts and stuff. And there hasn't been a whole lot, but I love reading them and I love replying. So please, please, please comment like anything. It can be anything. And like she said, turn that notification bell on so you know when we upload. So yeah, just like, subscribe, comment, turn that notification bell on so you know when we post in. Y'all be watching it on Friday, so have a great weekend. And stop being bullying pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all.